outside um, because I am not playing with soil in my house. I would just make a mess. I got cream colored carpets, and it's just an accident waiting to happen. So I brought them outside. Now you see some empty pods in here. That's because I've already up potted those and moved them and acclimated them for outside. They're out there with my peppers. These took a bit longer to get started, and so they are just now getting to the point where they can be started. Oh, look at this guy. They're just now to the point where I can get these into some cups and then start hardening them off. And I'm excited. All right, let's get started. Whew, this is mighty exciting. These are my specialty varieties. Not that, my mortgage lifter and my brown sugars that are already out there, not that they're not special, but these are like, the varieties that you're not going to find at your big box store. And let's see. So we have, first one is the large barred boar. Just write it on the back here. This one's a beautiful tomato. And yeah, I chose it strictly based on looks. Weird, this pod doesn't want to come out of this cage. You can't stay in there, buddy. Come on now. These roots aren't too extensive, so there we go. So I should be able to pull these out without tearing all the roots off. There we go. Nice. Piece of cake. I think I got these seeds in a trade. I'm not sure. Maybe. And I am going to try to bury these a little deep. Just a thing I do. Also, speaking of specialty tomatoes, if you're wondering, I am still doing loads and loads of seed swapping. In fact, I got a couple orders, or not a couple orders, a couple swaps. I'm waiting to come in now. I got some really cool varieties. Let's see. Number 2 is Black from Tula. Another gorgeous tomato. Can be high in anthocyanins depending on how much sun it receives. These roots are gorgeous. Nice and white. Being very healthy. I gotta tell you guys though, these tomatoes took forever. I mean forever to finally get started in this lead pot system. I didn't think it was doing anything for a while there because it wasn't. I mean, it just, plants weren't growing. I wasn't seeing progress fast enough. But finally, we had gotten somewhere. Nice. Let's see. Number 3 is Purple Calabash. Another stunner. I think I bought these seeds though a couple years ago and then never planted them. Oh boy. We got 2 plants in this one. I wonder if I could separate them. I'm going to plant some tomatoes in my front yard this year. I got a little space up here, and I think I'm going to give it a shot. It will be cool to grow a tomato in the front yard. I know loads of people have done it before. I haven't, though. I've always grown all of my food in the back. No one would even know I have a garden back there. Well, I say that, but I always have gardening stuff on the porch, so they would know, but like, not to see it. Always been hidden in the back. And so this year I think I'm going to plant 2 tomato plants in the front here. See how it goes. And I think those plants will probably be some of these specialty plants that I'm growing. This is going way faster than I thought. And so I think it'll look nice up there while once the hollyhocks and stuff are done blooming. And then I'll be having tomato plants up there with their little yellow flowers and hopefully some ripe fruits. Hopefully. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 is the Shimofuri Knot. Shimofuri. N-O-T. I forget what the N-O-T stands for. This one has variegated leaves. You can see on this one. Gonna be a looker. Nice. Oh, there's a little variegation on this leaf as well. So I'm gonna let these harden off for a week, and then next week, at the end of this week, excuse me. At the end of this week, something to look forward to is time for me to harvest my garlic. Super stoked for that. And I haven't cheated and looked yet. You know how you can go in there and dig around to see if you see how big the bulb is? I haven't done that. I told myself no. I really want to get those potatoes out so I can use that bed to plant in as well. But let's see if I get around to that. Shimofuri. You pretty thing. Ooh, look at that leaf. That one's gorgeous too. That. It's always nice to see variegated leaves in the garden. Recently, I saw that there is a tomato breeder who bred a tomato that has chartreuse leaves. So like a bright green yellow type of leaf. Very interesting. And they grow pointed down, not pointing up. So these point upwards. Those tomato leaves grow down like this. It's a really interesting plant. That was the Can Torre. That's one of my lawn keepers. Really excited for those. I started some more lawn keeper seeds for the lilac upstairs in my arrow garden. That's a beauty too. That one is kind of pinkish with a yellow interior, I think. Very interesting looking. All right, what do I have next? 8, 9, number 10 is the giant Belgium. These tomatoes get giant, I think 1 to 5 pounds. And they're also an Ohio heirloom. I bought these seeds years ago, never got around to growing them. I think I got them from in my garden. Right, I'm not gonna make you guys watch me uppot these one by one. We'll just go ahead and do a time lapse. Romanesco. I grew this last year and it was excellent. Produced like crazy. Beautiful big red tomatoes. It's definitely a regrow. This one has two fairly leggy plants in it. Oh, this one's just coming on out and it's got a little root. I might be able to get two plants out of this. I'm going to plant it. We'll see. Ooh, cool. Bonus. Um, I have high expectations this year. Plus, so does Tim. If I don't make sauce this year, he might break up with me. He loved last year's sauce, but we went through it, no joke, in 3 weeks. I mean, he was eating pasta like every day. I hope you guys are getting out in your gardens and your weather's cooperating. Today is June 9th, and I'm so thrilled for this week to be over. It hasn't even started. It's Sunday afternoon. And but last year on June 14th was the day I harvested my garlic. I went outside this morning to check, and sure enough, my leaves are going brown. I'm gonna harvest this week. Internal Romanesco. Oh, we need another cup. Need another tag here. But I hope your weather is cooperating. It is finally steadily in the upper 70s, 80s here. This was a really warm spring. Excuse me. I'm not complaining. And somehow I feel like I'm behind. Or maybe I just feel like that every year. But I do feel like I'm a little behind this year. So these will go stay out here on the porch under the lid, the cover of the porch. And I'll get them sun, a little bit of sun when I get home from work, or maybe in the morning. Yeah, I'll do it in the mornings. I get up at 6:30. So I'll get up, I'll come downstairs, I'll put the plants out. They'll get the morning sun for about long as I'm in the shower. And then I'll come down, pull them in, and get progressively longer each day. Because I don't leave for work until 7:30. Well, 7:45, 7:50 usually. I don't live far from my job. And I think that ought to do pretty good as far as getting these hardened off. Now I don't know what I'm going to plant in my let pot. What new I'm going to plant in my let pot. Should I try another tomato? I kind of want to. Peppers and tomatoes, they're my favorites. I don't need flowers because I got plenty of those outside. Uh-oh, did somebody say flower? You know what that means. Here's my lilies. My beautiful lilies. And of course, there's my hollyhocks. Did you know that hollyhock is also medicinal? I did not know. I was reading about them last night while I was in bed. I was trying to decide what other colors I wanted. I want to plant some more. And then I was doing a deep dive. And what do you know? Hollyhock has medicinal properties. Sorry, I had to. I had to. I had to. Very cool if this one made it. All right. There it is, friends. They're all potted up, ready to get hardened off. We got the Copperhead, the Ananas Noir, Giant Belgium, Accordion, Accordion Cherry Multiflora, Pantano Romanesco, Black Cherry, my favorite tomato, one of, the other Pantano Romanesco, Orange Jazz, Large Barred Boar, Black from Tula, Can Torre, Big House Hybrid, Pink Jazz, my altogether favorite of all time, the Shimo Fury Knot, and the Purple Calabash. Ooh, so exciting, the future. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed potting with me, and I will be back on another day with another video. Until then,